Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a UDES 03. It's a Tier 8 Swedish tank destroyer, otherwise known as a flat pack. It's located on the defending team of Ghost Town Assault, and it's under the command of Heavy 999. Now he's got an option of two guns, either a 90mm or the 105. Okay, he's got the top gun. And that one is capable of 390 alpha with the standard APCR, and it goes up to 330mm of penetration with the premium rounds. So 288 with standard, 330 with premium. Okay, the UDES, otherwise known as the Mountain Goat, the UDES 03, it's the first of the tank destroyers with the hydro pneumatic suspension, so it allows it to go into siege mode. And it's got really good penetration on the gun. In fact, great gun handling, but the problem is actually the movement whilst it's in siege mode is absolutely diabolical. You can go 70 kilometers an hour forwards, 50 backwards, but when in siege mode, only 5 kilometers an hour in either direction. You can see he's using binos because that will give him extended view range. Charfuture 4 has gone up to, well, he's gone quite close to the enemy. He's actually starting to take fire, and that blind shot there on the T69 from the minimap actually got a penetration, or did some critical hits rather. 436 from tracking the T69, firing blind in again. He's using the minimap to work out where he needs to place the shell. Can't see them, but he knows they're there. Trying to move just a bit closer, come out of siege mode, takes 2 seconds to go in or out, and now he can see the enemy, and he's going to sit behind this bush, and now he can get good shots on all of them. First shot on the T69's a pen on the turret, go for the T44, nope, changes his mind, go for the CS59 instead. That one bounces off. The rounded armour on that CS59 is quite good. T44 doesn't have that much in the way of armour. Yeah, he easily pens him. 384, low roll. CS59 comes forward. If he can get a shot into that lower plate, he should be able to pen him. He does. 417, which is a high roll. This is where it really works out well for that Centurion Action 10 ahead of us, because he can sit there watching these guys get absolutely hammered from Heavy 999 shots coming in from behind him. And in fact, that Centurion is now pulling back because he actually is receiving fire from the town. And here comes a pattern. And that's a real dangerous tank. Tier 9. When he's hull down, he's good. But if he's showing his hull like this, he's going to get absolutely hammered. And he's now getting high rolls. 402 from that one. One more. Yeah, low plate there. 395 high roll again. The pattern turns sideways and pulls back. I think that blind shot was where the pattern, he thought the pattern was, but it didn't really connect. T44 keeps popping up, but it's this CS59. He might be able to get the pen on that guy and take him out of the game. He's looking in this direction. He doesn't fire at us though. He fires at somebody ahead of us. I think the T54. So that Charfuture 4 is doing a really good job, but he's actually pointing his gun towards the town. And I think he's actually hoping that Heavy 999 will keep the enemy in front of him suppressed whilst he takes on the enemy trying to come out of the town. You can see the Charfuture 4 is saying, please help on the 277, but the 277's inside the town. Okay, CS59 bounces that one. You can see it went off the front plate. Oh, the pattern's come back. And he can't pen that turret the way it is, but he can definitely pen that guy. Gets the T44. Nice shot. Okay, waiting for the CS59 to come forward. Can't see the pattern. That's better. Tracked him. And the pattern is now pushing the wreck of the T44 ahead to try and protect himself. He tried for a shot. Oh, he got the cupola! 321, low roll, but he did get the cupola on this time round. You can see the shell went to the left of the cupola, and he kills him in the next round. So he's now got 2 kills, and he's done over 3k of damage. Now he can devote some of his time to trying to hit these guys from the town. Okay, he's in siege mode. First target, 277. Fires one into the ass. That's the guy who was attacking the Char Future 4. Unfortunately, we lost the Char Future. Okay, he's got a bush here which you can use to hide behind. Just pulling up. He's also got the rock to hide behind, and that's good because now he can shoot at the 277. Go for the lower plate. Yes, good kill. 3 kills, but he was seen. Comes out of siege mode, dashes off because the enemy team does have Arty, and we're now down to just 3 players, and there's 4 minutes 23 seconds left on the clock. Assault battles, you know, you have to kill all of the enemy team or cap out within 10 minutes. And the enemy's got an E75 near our cap. High roll on that one, and he's completed whatever mission he was intending to complete. He can get the kill. No, he didn't get it. It didn't hit. Well, it did hit, but it didn't pen. And the E75 is now capping, but he can't see him. And the reason he can't see him is because he's the last tank alive on his team. The only other player left alive on his team is the Arty. He's going for the Type 4. He's now all alone, potentially against, oh my god, it's 7 enemies. This is going to be a problem. 7 enemy tanks he's got to kill to get his Kolobanovs. He's focusing on the TVP. He's coming up fast. Takes him out with 1 shot. Potential high caliber. He's been spotted, but, well, he's going to have to, I think he's going to have to run away, but he's heading forward. He's moving to this this hill again. You see, if they get round behind him, he's in trouble. Type 4 heavy in sight. RT firing. Oh, Type 4 just penned him. And that is it. They've capped out. So heartbreak. He didn't manage to get the cap reset in time. He saw the Type 4, said, I have to engage that. And he was going to go for that, but just didn't realise the clock had ticked down. And the E75 had capped out to win. Let's have a look at end of battle stats. Well, it's an ace tanker for Heavy 999 in the UDES 03. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in this one. And he also got a Halonen's medal. That's destroy at least 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a battle with a tank destroyer. And there has to be at least 2 tier higher, not 1 tier higher, 2 tiers higher than his tank. And that means they were tier 10 opponents. And yes, he did take them out. And in fact, in this case, it was the Object 277 and the TVP T5051. They were both tier 10 and he got them. He also picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and his win rate from the battle was 9,855, but which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. But the problem was, of course, it was a defeat because he could not see the E75 to get that reset, and he capped out to win. Let's have a look at the team score. Highest damage, 4,880 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being the E75 who capped out. He managed to get a Spartan medal. No Invader. There must have been somebody else in the cap with him. He got 3,579 hit points of damage. And it shows here that he actually had 55 cap points. So somebody else on the team who we couldn't see was probably capping with him. And I think we can probably find out quickly who that was. Well, there was a Charioteer in the cap. There wasn't Scorpion. The M53, no, he wasn't in the cap. So it must have been the Tortoise. Yes, it was the Tortoise who was capping with him. 36 capture points for him. So it was the E75 and the Tortoise who capped out to win in the game. And the next highest scorer was the Type 4 Heavy, 3,150 hit points. He managed to get that lucky shot in right at the end, which did a lot of damage. But it wasn't really needed because the E75 had capped out at that point. And so, yes, he took damage right at the end of the battle, and he was about to return fire when the cap ended. When it came to to kills, he managed to get the highest amount, but he shared it with the TVP T5051. They both got 4 kills. 2 kills were made by the IS-7 on his own team, the E75 and the Scorpion G, and everyone else had only a single kill each, or nothing. And when it came to base XP, it's the E75 did the best with 1044, 948 for the Tortoise, 927 for the TVP, who died very quickly as soon as he came out of cover. That thing's got no armour, but it has got a very good gun. And I'm afraid all that Heavy 999 got was 732 for his very, very good effort in taking down the enemies on that hill. It was a really good game as far as he was concerned, because he was getting a chance to shoot up these tanks as they came in front of him, but he just couldn't stop the guys who were coming in from the city, and they were the ones who won the game. He fired 26 rounds in that game, got 20 direct hits, 14 penetrations, damage of 4,880 hit points, of which 4,634 were at more than 300 meters. I think the close one was the 277. He was close enough on that one to, yes, be within 300 meters. He received 1 hit. It was a penetration. That was from Type 4 Heavy. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 837 hit points of damage resistance, plus he got 8 defense points when he hit the E75 while he was in the cap. On a premium count, he earned 53,853 credits, got 5,184 credits for Courageous Resistance. That's because he got an Epic and a Battle Hero medal in the same battle, even though he lost in the game. And 59,037 credits altogether, but he did fire a lot of APCR in that game, and technically he did need to, because he wasn't going to penetrate those enemies unless he could use the premium rounds. And so he ended up with a small loss of 9,679 credits. He got 25 bombs from the battle and 1,098 XP, 651 for Courageous Resistance, took away 1,749 altogether. So as he says, it was a decent ace. It was a good game. It was a tough loss. He just couldn't see that enemy. And the problem with the UDES is that view range, even with the binos, he still couldn't see those guys in the cap. They were behind cover as well, and that's why in the end it turned out to be a loss. Good try, but on this occasion, no cigar. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.